This is On the Left Side, the alternative football show.
No wins in 6 league games now. Craig Shakespeare, he's probably got enough in the bank to keep going for a little while.
Here we go, let's crack on through the last few days of footballing action. I'm Jim, and this is your bi-weekly dose of football funny. Congratulations, Newcastle United, on winning your first trophy since 1955. At least I assume that must be the case, because we all remember when Chairman Mike Ashley said this a couple of years back.
And to be very clear, you're here to stay and you want to make this club successful.
To be categorically clear, I'm not going anywhere until we win something.
Oh no, in fact, the unpopular chairman has again said he is ready to sell the club. Really this time. Double promise, no backsies. And again, it's resulted in the usual widespread celebration from the Newcastle faithful. Whether anyone will be willing to meet Ashley's valuation of 247 pints of lager, 20 Jaeger bombs and a fireplace to throw up in remains to be seen, but I'm sure the deal will be sweetened for any interested party with the offer of a free pair of Fila sports socks and a giant Sports Direct mug for the eventual buyer. In fact, that's the only cup the Magpies have been anywhere near in the last 50 years. And whilst there's a story of an outgoing chairman in the North East, there was the story of an outgoing manager in the East Midlands, as Craig Shakespeare got barred from Leicester City. You see? Because his name's Shakespeare, and Shakespeare was a bard. Suit yourself. If you think that was bad, then you should have seen some of the various tenuous headlines printed by news outlets on Wednesday morning to spread the news that Shakespeare was gone just 4 months after signing a 3-year deal. There was a
Shakespeare, not to be.
And also a
to Shakespeare.
And even a
winter of discontent.
Even though it's still only October. But why let something as simple as a season stand in the way of a good headline, eh? On Monday night, Shakespeare had seen his Leicester City side fail to beat West Brom in yet another all-glamour Sky TV game, which meant the Foxes had only won 1 game from their last 10. And it wasn't just his predecessor Claudio Ranieri's pre-sacking on-field form that Craig was emulating. It was his press conferences too. You may remember that back during his time at the King Power Stadium, Ranieri described Vardy as,
"This is not a footballer, this is a fantastic horse."
And weirdly, in his pre-match press conference on Monday, Craig Shakespeare said this:
"If he was a horse."
Does this mean that Jamie Vardy actually is a horse, and the club are just trying to keep the whole thing under wraps because it contravenes Premier League rules? Maybe Shakespeare was going to blow the lid off the whole thing, and that's why he got the boot. If that is the case, then Leicester City fans better hope that Vardy doesn't break a leg anytime soon. However, it wasn't Vardy that bit the bullet, it was Craig, and the club's vice-chairman, The club's vice-chairman was quick to point out why, releasing this statement which read, "A change is necessary to keep the club moving forward, consistent with the long-term expectations of our supporters, board and owners." And then, adding, "Craig is, and will, remain a very popular, respected figure at Leicester City." Well, that respect was in full show on Twitter, with the responses to Shakespeare's sacking reading much like the Valentine's Day section from Clinton cards. It was full of loving farewell messages, like this one from @_Neil Bates, who said,
"Craig Shakespeare is a snake, and I am delighted he has been sacked."
"Ah, Harry _Skinner19, he gushed,
"Craig Shakespeare, that's what you get. #snake.
Lovely." And there was beautiful sentiment from @ScottWSFC when he offered,
"Leicester City sacking Craig Shakespeare is the biggest stab in the back since Leicester City sacked Claudio Ranieri."
You can feel the love. I do feel for Foxes fans though, having gone from Premier League champions to relegation candidates in under 2 years. You can imagine that being a Foxes fan could be a little frustrating. But not as frustrating as supporting Russian team Torpedo Vladimir. During their recent second-tier clash, the team were denied 2 clear-cut penalty decisions in the space of just 60 seconds, which caused their in-house commentator not only to get quite angry, but to storm out of the studio, branding the referee a disgrace to football and shouting,
"Now you watch football without commentator."
You can't imagine Glenn Hoddle doing that, can you? In fact, how much better would TV commentary be if Glenn Hoddle did do that? Here's the moment he stormed out in all its glory.
Ошибается голкипер Иванова. Пенальти! Пенальти должен быть! Ты что творишь? Это пенальти! За нарушение в штрафной площади! Это позор российского футбола! Нифига, это позорище! Смотрите футбол без комментатора. До свидания.
It's funny, but if you ask me, it's a bit unprofessional. I mean, we all get annoyed, yeah. We all get angry, we all get passionate. But walking out on your job just because you're upset, it's poor form. Which brings me onto our new feature, the Fan Chant of the Week. Where's the jingle? The jingle I asked for Fan Chant of the Week. I expressly asked for a jingle if we're going to do the new feature. There isn't one. No? It's not good enough. You're a disgrace to satirical football podcasting. No. Now, listen to this podcast without a presenter.
Right. Guess that's it for this week. Make sure you subscribe for the show, and you'll get the next one as soon as it's ready. Probably, if there is one. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Which button is it? No. Aha.